What is going on today? We have a new crypto project that we need to find out whether or not this is something worth our time and our money, whether it's a good investment or not a good investment. Because I both know there are a ton of terrible investments out there. So we need to figure out, is this the one? And we have got ShibCake, a new crypto project, and we have the marketing director, Holistic Crypto, right here in the hot seat right now. And we're gonna shake his brain and we're gonna say, hey, are you going to try to scam us? Is this a real project? Is this worth my hard-earned money and time into? If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to 2 Bitcoin while helping as many people to their first. I did it in 6 months with my first one, and I'm trying to do it faster in my second one. Now, how I do that is because I like to invest in these new crypto projects that are coming out. And a lot of these times, I'm doing research just like you on YouTube, and these YouTubers are like, meh, 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 meh. They don't do a good job on their websites. They don't do a good job of talking about the project, and it's very dull and boring. They're just reading the website, and the developers don't even like that. And so what I came up with was a 3 win-win-win strategy. One, the developers get to hop online with me and tell me about their project. Developers, marketing directors, CFOs, all that kind of stuff. They could talk about, hey, this is our project. This is why we believe in it. This is why I'm doxing myself. And they have energy and insight and wisdom. I get to be compensated, and I get to say, hey, this is an AMA. I'm going to ask you everything I want to ask you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not pulling punches here. And the most important part, the third win, is that you and I get the best source of information, better than a website, better than like a shill post. We have one of the core team members with us in the hot seat, and we get to interview them and investigate whether or not this is a good project. So if you're watching this video or listening to this podcast, we just want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us today. And we have got Holistic Crypto right here in the hot seat. What's going on, man?
Hello, Aaron. I just want to thank you for letting me join your channel, and just want to say hi to all the cowboys and cowgirls out there.
That's right. That's right, man. Thank you so much. All right. So before we even get to ShibCake, I need to know who you are. Okay. Who's Holistic Crypto? What's your background? What even is this name Holistic Crypto? Because obviously you're not doxing yourself. So, like, yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself here.
Okay, so Holistic Crypto started when I initially gained an interest in cryptocurrencies. Like most people, I jumped on exchanges and I joined a little day trading group. This is before I started Holistic Crypto, but this is what started it all. Started doing day trading, and I said, you know what? If I can day trade and make money off of crypto, why not just start a YouTube channel and like just talk about my journey in crypto? And that is where the name Holistic Crypto came from. I just figured, I don't know, it's just weird. It just came to me as Holistic Crypto, and I was like, let me just go ahead and do this on YouTube.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Not taken. Let me use it. So you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for about 3 months. Just a little of my backstory. My first big play was Saitama Inu. I got into Saitama Inu like extremely. Actually, this is what I do. Basically, I look at projects very early. I try to find if there's a lot of value there before the herd gets in. And we're about probably 10, 15 coins deep, but that is, that's how I found ShibCake. But ultimately, that's kind of my background. I'm like a crypto analyst, but also a YouTuber.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right, so you're just like me. You're exploring the wild west of cryptocurrency, is how I like to say it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Wild West,
Cool,
man.
cool. Yeah, I have a similar background. I've been in it for 6 months now. Crypto and YouTube started just talking about my journey. Same thing with you. Um, and so yeah, it's just an exciting time. So is that how you're the marketing director here? Is that how you found ShibCake? You were just kind of looking around and you found this coin. How'd you get involved in ShibCake?
Yeah, so I it was a weird time for me because initially I was only in ERC20 or Ethereum coins. So I was learning about the Binance Smart Chain, and I'm going through, what I'm just figuring is the market and what I can find, and I stumble upon this coin called ShibCake. And the reason why ShibCake stuck out to me is because one of the things I talk about is rewards tokens. Are you familiar with rewards tokens?
I'm familiar with it, but in case someone's not familiar, could you go ahead and explain
Okay.
something for me?
So what a rewards token is it's a token that charges a tax when you buy or sell the token. and that tax goes to buy a particular asset that is redistributed back to holders. So, like I said, before ShibCake was Saitama, I was looking at the market and I thought, wow, I've never seen a rewards token. Like, so I'm looking at this token. I'm like, hold up, I can just hold the token and get free coins. It
Mhm.
just seemed like a win-win to me. And, a couple weeks later, I find ShibCake. ShibCake has a 15% rewards program. I guess it would be a 15% on every buy and every sell is converted into pancake swap tokens and redistributed back to holders. Yesterday marked ShibCake's 1 month anniversary, and the way I pretty much came into being kind of their marketing director was I had already bought ShibCake and I was just doing updates on ShibCake, but their developer came into one of the live streams and he was like, he started just chatting, and obviously I'm chatting with the developer in real time. And I was like, it would just be crazy if, the developer just like, I would say sponsored the channel is what that's how I would put it. I think most YouTubers would be like, send me some money, sponsor the channel. Like,
Yeah.
and that's basically what it was. And he actually sent me some ShibCake, and from there the rest was history. I've chatted with the developer, with the team, and just now I'm in I guess I'm using the channel, but more importantly, I'm also running an investment group. We have a Patreon, and we're just all loving ShibCake. I mean, the rewards have been great. I personally have made over $800, which isn't a major amount of money, but
Wow.
that's
Yeah, that's one.
that's just for holding the coin.
Yeah, depending on how much you put in, and just for holding the coin, free $800 inside a month. I mean, no one's complaining about that.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. So okay, so I got a lot of questions here. It sounds I don't even know where to start. So let's just get into it. It says there's a 15% rewards tax. It's going in and coming out of this coin. So that's a 30% tax. I Man, I don't live in communists, man. I'm not a communist, but that's a lot. That's a high tax, bro.
Okay, so
That's a high
so
tax.
this is actually the thing. So as an investor, this is how I looked at it. Now it is a 15% tax. So if you're putting in like 100,000, it's 15% tax on that.
Okay.
So when I was getting into ShibCake, like I said, with most of the projects I get into, but specifically this one, it was a lot cheaper than where it's at right now. So in a month's time, this coin, it's not showing on CoinGecko yet how much it's grown in a month, but I think it said in the last 14 days on CoinGecko, it's grown over 500%.
Okay. 500% increase over the past month. That's great.
Well,
So,
that's just in the last 2 weeks. In the
oh,
last
two
month,
weeks.
it's probably up like 1,200%, but it doesn't
Wow.
it doesn't show it, and I can't really gauge it until it'll
Sure,
show it.
because
But
it doesn't show from there. You'd have to be on like on PooCoin or something like that.
so yeah, the 15% tax, I'm not gonna deny it sounds, I think for people who have a lot of money, it's a little daunting, but what I'm seeing is that a lot of whales are buying. I think a whale bought 1.5 billion. So they only have 100 billion tokens. So 1 billion would be 1% of the supply. And the whales are coming in buying these coins because this is just personally what I've realized about the rewards tokens, but this is what I also think the market is seeing. If you buy into a coin that has a 15% tax on it, and this coin in the case of ShibCake reaches a Shiba Inu level market capitalization, which would be like let's say $3 billion dollars worth.
Okay, what's the market cap now?
The market cap is 4 million.
Okay.
So that was another thing. It went from like $100,000 market cap to 4 million in a month.
Okay. Yeah, that's big. So you're what's your prediction then
Okay,
for
so
a market cap?
my prediction is that ShibCake, I believe it can do 100. Now, I'm just being modest because we saw what Shiba Inu did in a year.
Uh-huh.
But to be modest about it, so I'm not really hyping up, the coin. I'm just talking about it as an asset. I do believe that ShibCake can do $100 million within the next, if we're gonna say 365 days. But at $4 million market cap, going from 100 to 4 million, if it this is what I'm looking at is baby cake and ShibCake, and I see baby cake as the main, cake token, but it pays 7% rewards. ShibCake not only pays the 15% rewards, but ShibCake is just what it's the entry token. They also have their own swap called ShibCake Swap, which is
Okay.
it's native to their own swap. They released it within a month from launch. And I will tell you, just me personally as an individual, because I saw the value and potential in ShibCake very early. Me personally, using their swap, I've been able to generate more than $100 a day, whether it's through yield farming or staking tokens. And then obviously I earn the free rewards from the ShibCake, and I just take those and either buy back ShibCake or um, open a new position in their governance token.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's so much here. There's so
It
much here.
is. It's a lot.
I can't get. I
It's a
can't wait to
huge
just
ecosystem.
get into it. All right, let me just get right into it. So, um, you see $100 million market cap, and it's currently sitting at 4 million. You're using Shiba Inu, right, the
The
barometer, sitting
standard
at
of what we want to get to.
that's sitting at 3 billion, 2.9 billion right now, 3 billion basically. Um, how do you plan on going from 4 to 100? Like that seems, you know, what I'm saying like Fortune 500 companies are trying to do that. You know, like how do you
Okay,
plan on doing that?
I can actually explain that. So, that is mathematical. So there's actually a website. If we're going to use Shiba Inu, let's do the Shiba Inu comparison first,
Sure,
and then I'll say how we'll get to 100 million.
sure.
There's a website called Market Cap of. It'll show you the price of a token if it was at a particular coin's market cap.
Hmm.
So for ShibCake specifically, my goal is what I want to see it get to a penny between now and the next 365 days.
Okay,
If it had Shiba Inu's market cap, it would be worth 3 cents right now.
okay.
So that's just getting to a penny. Now, this is the
So
thing. If
so that would mean it'd have to get to $1 billion market cap to get to a penny.
to get to 1 penny, yes,
Okay.
absolutely. But this is the thing. On the way to a penny, now, if you're a holder now, if you bought in now, if you're buying dips now, all the way to a penny, you've probably made tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars because of the volume that's gone into the coin, which is just another reason to keep long term holders. But why do I believe it's going to get to 100 million? I believe it's going to get to 100 million. I mean, it went from, like I said, 100,000 to 4 million in a month. Looking at baby cake, I mean, it's going to be a prolonged, I would say at least 6 to 12 months if I'm going to be modest about it. But I do believe that we can break another 10 million coming out of September because there's major catalysts that ShibCake already has executed on. It's just, we're at that point very similar to Saitama Inu where all the value and all the I'll give you an example. We have a tech rate audit that's already complete on ShibCake with almost no issues. I think there was one issue, and it wasn't even like a major issue as far as security. The $4 million market cap we achieved yesterday, it's at 2,200 holders. I'm sure when I got in, it was under 1,000. So it did 2,200 holders in a month. If it can just do that same amount of holders, I do think that when new holders come in, now that we're starting to bring in whales, because I'm looking at the price action in the charts, and it's very clear people are dumping 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. And if it continues that going into the next 2,200 holders, I think that we're easily going to break 10 million. But that's not even all the catalysts. They just released the dev Echo. He just released a 1 hour buyback. So every Saturday for 1 hour, they're going to reduce the 20% tax to 10% for people who want to buy in at a lower buy in rate, of course, like long term holder investors.
You mean
So that's
you mean
all.
30% to 10%, right? That's what you said.
No. So it's 15% if you buy in, and it's 15% if you sell. But if you buy in on Saturday, it's gonna reduce. I guess it'll reduce to 10%
Okay.
instead of. I mean, I guess really it would be 20% once you add in the marketing wallet, and
Right.
so yeah. I mean, it's 20% if you buy into the token just outright
Okay. Okay.
because it's a 15% cake rewards tax, and then I think 4% for the marketing wallet, dev wallet, and then 1% to buy back liquidity going into Pancake Swap.
All right.
So they're going to reduce that 20% to 10% every Saturday for an hour.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong here. I see two catalysts that you mentioned in September: the tech rate audit and the 1 hour buyback every Saturday. Is that about right?
Well, the tech rate audit is already complete, and there's one more catalyst, which is that the coin market cap was just recently applied for. So that
Okay.
could happen in September, possibly October.
Okay, that's a big one. That's a big one.
And actually, if I could say there's one more major catalyst, the developer is actually in works right now. Where they're stationed at, I believe they're in a European country. They're not in the US. They're actually going to be turning ShibCake into a legal entity. So they're incorporating ShibCake into a what would be, an official business enterprise. I think it's going to give it access to opening up business bank accounts, basically just being an official business, but also being a decentralized. It's because, like I said, now that it has ShibCake Swap, it's its own decentralized exchange.
Okay. So would it be a DAO then?
It would be I would say it's
Is
just
there
like
governance?
Pancake Swap.
Is there governance on it?
The
Like if I
yes, the
hold.
governance token is called ShibCake Swap.
Okay, so yeah, then I guess it's a DAO. I don't know how that world works. So so help me if I'm trying to collect the train of thought here. We're at 4 million market cap right now. You said we want to get 100 million in 6 months. Then that's a modest prediction. You're saying that the biggest catalysts right now are tech rate audit, 1 hour buyback every Saturday, a CMC coin market cap registering or application, and then
Yes,
the dev wallets are or the devs are applying to be a legal entity. Do I have?
absolutely.
Okay, so we have four things here. 2, 3, 4 to look for. Okay, so yeah, so uh, how so help me to understand this. How are we still going to go from 4 million to 100 million? And then if you want to see it at a penny, from 100 million, so 4 million to 100 million is a 25x from here, and then 100 million to 1 billion is a 10x from there. Like, give me the marketing plan. You're the marketing director, right?
Okay.
Like, what are you going to do here?
So it's a marketing plan. I mean, obviously, the marketing is they're gonna now. Whenever I talk to the developer, they're more so let's get ads. I'm kind of more pushing on the coin market cap. The 1 hour buyback actually was something I was mentioning earlier. I didn't expect them to reduce the tax at 10%, but this is what I'm witnessing. So in the last week, they released their own swap, which was ShibCake Swap.
Okay.
Now, it was a pretty big success. I will say that a lot of the investors in my group, we were able to I'd say take advantage of the swap. When it released, it had 10,000 plus APR for yield farming. It had thousands of
How
percentage.
much? How
It had
much?
like 10,000 plus percent APR. Like when I say like literally, this is the thing. The
You're saying you can
investors.
make 10,000% APY, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's APY, but I think they
Yeah.
put APR. But yeah, I mean, now this is the thing. The interest rates have reduced because once you add in more liquidity into the farm pools, and it lowers the interest rate because there's more liquidity, people getting less money.
I would
But
hope
long,
so. That's
huh?
crazy. That's a crazy amount, dude. That's a crazy amount.
I mean, I will tell you right now, there were some investors in our group that were easily making, I mean, legitimately $2,000 to $5,000 a day, like yield farming,
What are
yield
y'all
farming,
doing
and
over there?
so yeah. That but this is the thing. That was on their initial release. That was like a week ago. But now the interest rates are a little bit lower. But even still, they have the I would say the biggest interest with the ShibCake swap is their governance token because it has the ability to be staked.
Okay.
So this is what I personally do. This is how I run the investment group is I take my rewards from staking. Let's say if I earn $100 from rewards or $200 from rewards, I'll take $100 and just buy into ShibCake every single day.
Okay.
Now that's just me personally. I'm obviously not the person who made it jump 30% today, because today ShibCake was up 30%. But that is, I believe, the hodler strategy is what we're doing with our holders is, you know, get into the governance token, ShibCake swap, buy that, stake that, earn your rewards and your interest on that, and then use those rewards to buy back in on ShibCake and keep the cycle perpetuating. And then as far as marketing goes, I believe there's supposed to be some French influencers or some European influencers. We're also looking to get some videos translated into Chinese and I believe Farsi and I believe Arabic. So it just creates more populations around the world, because right now I do think ShibCake is popular, but at 2,200 holders, I can't really say it's like fully international, global.
No, no way. That would be silly to say that. It's
Exactly.
like 2,200 holders. 2,200 is a lot. 2,200, 2,200 holders. Yeah, that's not a lot at all. I'm just saying. So if you're looking at this, that is not a lot at all. I mean, we're used to seeing coins at like minimum 20,000 holders. You know what I mean? And then on average, half a million. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like what I like to see. But so if you're saying, hey, get in early. This is an early project, only out a month, not even see them. I think to me the biggest thing is that coin market cap listing. That every time I've seen a coin do that, I mean, like I look at the charts, it's always going up. So that's always something very interesting. Who are the influencers in the European? Do you know any of those, or just
Yeah, I believe there is another YouTuber by the name of Cake Chase or Chase Trader. He also
okay?
does videos about ShibCake, but I mean, it's not. I mean, not major influencers. Just, and I think that's mostly because the coin just has not been out. I mean, it
Sure.
hasn't even been out for 2 months, and I'm like, I when I saw the coin up on my channel, I just got into it and I was just like, let me just see what it can do. You know, I saw the rewards were doing numbers. I was like, what no one expected is for them to drop their own swap within the month of their release.
Yeah.
And that was a major catalyst for investors. And now it's just, obviously getting these things out to a new I would say to eyeballs, to individuals who are trying to look into the crypto market, seeing where their money can be best had. But I will say personally, I hands down have been able to make at least on the high end over $2,000 a day, and on the low end probably about $800 to $1,000 a day.
A day.
Owning ShibCake, and owning the ShibCake swap,
Okay.
and this is just my investment strategy with this company.
So okay, I gotta let me just recap everything here. So ShibCape launched a month ago, has a ship swap, sitting at 4 million market cap, has 2,200 holders right now. A couple catalysts, tech rate, 1 hour buyback every Saturday, coin market cap registry. Devs are looking to organize into a legal business entity. Okay, and your prediction is 100 million market cap in, let's say, a 6 month by the end of the year, right around there. We got a 30% tax, 15% in, 15% out, selling and buying. Um, and yeah, it looks like you've got some influencers and stuff like that. So let me ask you something. ShibCake is literally. Would you consider ShibCake a meme coin?
I mean, for sure, for sure. This is my whole thing with cryptocurrencies, because I've definitely bought into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and when
Right.
I
I want to
look,
hear like your like help me understand
yeah,
around like
this
a
is
fully robust understanding of crypto and memes and all that kind of stuff.
so. This is where it gets weird for me in crypto, because I've made fortunes off of meme coins. Like
What's fortunes to you?
fortunes is $100,000 in 2 months.
Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's
Yeah, I
amazing.
mean, and that's just off of meme coins. Like,
Gotcha.
and this is the thing is, I never expected to make that much money, and I didn't get into meme. Obviously, there's coins that are just like insanely like you have to be out of your mind to invest into that as an investor. Like it's called, jump, skip, hop, doopy. Like
Yeah.
Like, you can't take that
There's
seriously.
a
Like,
coin
that's not going to
that
be on.
just came out said don't buy. It's the don't buy token. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
Like,
gonna buy that one.
yeah, you're not gonna buy those now. Now you have those. Those are in a class of their own. Those are obviously coins. I would just call them toxic assets, just hands
Sure.
down.
Okay, toxic.
But
That's a good. Yeah. Okay.
well, they are. They're toxic. They're toxic assets, and I've been in enough coins to know that you can get into a coin and believe that it's gonna be an amazing project and it's gonna follow through. The problem is that just doesn't work out all the time. Sometimes the devs just they're not active. And as an investor, see, the thing with me when I get into these coin supplies, like, I'm always going for 1% of the supply.
Okay.
So, and that's what is done a lot with these meme coins is you get in very early, you buy, 1%, 2%, 3% of the supply. And then in a lot of cases, I can hold support when whales do come in and try to dump their bag. And with the rewards tokens, what I just love so much about them is if a whale comes in and tries to pump and dump, they got to pay that 30% tax. So it's so much harder for day traders to come in and just say, okay, I'm gonna throw down 100,000, and then when the coin pumps 100%, I'm gonna pull 200,000 out of the market cap or
Right.
300,000 out of the market cap.
Right.
But let me get back into the meme tokens. So when I first started getting into these coins, I didn't see them as meme tokens. I've definitely known people who they use the word SHIT coins, and I'm like, I've never looked at coins and thought that. I don't see
Okay.
that when I see a coin. I all I see is an asset, and I see with these coins, I see utility, and that's all that matters to me is what can I do with this coin that I can't do with my dollars.
Okay.
So yeah, and in the case of ShibCake, I can take my dollars and have them sit in this asset, and I can earn passive income. Number
So
one.
that's the number one utility of this coin is that you would stake it, earn passive income with the rewards, that kind of stuff.
Well, with the ShibCake, you would earn passive income from holding it. If you buy into ShibCake, swap their governance token.
Oh, that's right. Two different coins.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has automatic restaking, so you can just earn on rewards on that. And then, like I said, once you earn your rewards on that, you buy back into ShibCake. But like I said, I don't think that's going to get us to 100 million. I just think that's going to set the foundation to get us to 10,000 holders. And then just like with Saitama Inu, I got into it when it was under 1,000 holders. I saw the value in it. I said, not that now that I'm in the coins that have a 15% rewards tax, I look at coins like Saitama Inu. I think they're still amazing coins and they can be great. But realistically, I'm looking at this coin and I'm like, this has a 2% tax. Like, compared to 15%, I can make way more doing 15%.
Sure.
But when I got into Saitama Inu, it was under 1,000 holders. I talked about it's on the channel. I talked about it. I said, look, man, I'm looking at this coin. It looks like it has a lot of potential because the world had not yet known that there was ERC20 tokens that paid out rewards.
Right.
No one knew that at the time. So
Right.
by me just looking at it and saying, wow, this is a rewards token, no one had even thought of the concept, at least on the ERC20 blockchain.
Right.
And when I say, like, dude, I rode Saitama Inu all the way from like less than 1,000 holders all the way up to like 28,000 holders.
See, yeah, that's where it's at right there. 28, but right, 22, 28, 30,000. That's where like these, in my opinion, these meme coins are topping out. Most of them, I should say, most of them are topping out at that price. Um, okay, so I see. So you're saying the number one utility. So you're saying there's a difference between these toxic joke coins,
Yeah, they're
skip,
horrible.
hop, jump, dookie coin, and then you've got these meme coins with true
Your
utility.
Saitamas, your ShibCakes, your I don't know if you heard about Kleekai. I think that's also a pretty reputable meme coin. They have their own game dropping, but yeah, I see
But
these coin. I'm sorry.
yeah, but you own Bitcoin, you own some Ethereum, you own
For sure, for
Cardano. Okay.
sure. I own Ethereum. I looked into getting into ADA because they're coming with the smart contracts. But this is the way I see it is coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, because this is like literally like just from my experience trading, like when I go into coins, I'm literally looking for like 4 or 5, like when I got into Saitama Inu, like it literally 15x.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Like those are the type of pumps I'm looking for, but in all you can't always find that. But the meme coins, especially if they're the utilities there. Like there's a coin I didn't even get into called mini football, and this coin went
I've seen
from
it.
like, you heard about it?
I see it. Yeah, I heard about it.
You know, and this coin went from like less than 1,000 holders to like 30,000 holders, and I'm like, I could have got into it, but I didn't. And I was like, but it's cool though, because it didn't have the utility for me that I was looking for anyways. I was like, this is not really for me. I'm more of just pay me straight rewards and we'll be good. Once you start getting into lotteries and we'll pay you game tickets, and I'm just like, I don't know if you heard about this coin called Crypto Island or something.
No.
Yeah, so there's supposedly this coin where if you buy into the coin, the developers are gonna buy an island and you get a piece of the. I'm just like, those type of coins I can't take seriously, but there's people who do, and I'm just like, okay, like,
Yeah. So I'm with you, right? I'm with you on that part. Crypto is the Wild West, and I'm part of a group called the Cowboys of Crypto that like everyone's got some kind of different opinion. I've got a different opinion than 1,000 other cowboys out there. And a lot of them love getting into meme coins, which is why I have you on. And this is why, it might be interesting, especially something like under 3,000 holders. That's so low. That's so low. Especially if you're talking about getting up to $20,000. That's 10x on the holders just alone. But I digress. I love crypto for this reason. It's freedom. It's true freedom in that it's your money. You could decide how you spend this money at. And if you're watching this video right now, if you're into the meme coins and you like that stuff, you got a good shot at this thing right here. We got a dev or a marketing director, part of the dev team, who's willing to dox themselves. We got someone who says that, hey, they got their own swap out. They're making rewards, passive money. Here's the objection that I kind of see coming in though. What if I'm not early enough? You said it's 2,200 holders. What if
okay.
what if someone says, "Yeah, I missed the boat. I'm not early." What would you say to them?
So this is what I would say to them. If you're familiar with the story of Pancake Swap, Pancake Swap is in the top 100 coins. Yeah, you know what Pancake Swap is?
Yep.
Okay, so Pancake Swap is in the top 100 coins. This month will be Pancake Swap's 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
So ShibCake hasn't even been out for 2 months. ShibCake Swap, because I think it's a bundle deal. So ShibCake, if you're gonna hold ShibCake, I would say, get in as much of the supply as you can. Buy as much of the supply as you can, because the reality is this coin has already gone up. Like I said, I can't look at the metrics, but I'm almost certain 1,000% in a month.
Okay.
And like I said, 500% just in the last 2 weeks. I personally don't see that as being late, because every single time I bought the dip on this coin, it wasn't going to go back down to where the last dip I bought. If you understand what I'm getting at, is when the coin would come down and I would buy the dip, and then when it rose, it would go to a higher high. And basically it's been trending higher and higher and higher. I would say getting into late would be after, at least for ShibCake, after 10,000 holders. And I'm saying this just honestly because, even after 10,000 holders, people are going to buy into the coin, and they should.
Sure.
Because I do believe the swap is working on an ability to stake the ShibCake and earn their governance token as well. So
is there any difference between that ShibCake swap and Shiba swap? Like, what's the differences there?
Oh,
Because I know
major
that Shiba swap
major
launched,
differences.
and it was like a major letdown from what I've heard.
Yeah.
And so talk to me about some of the differences there.
I can get into that. Are you familiar with do you do any trades on the Binance Smart Chain?
I do a lot, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, the first major difference is the fees. On, as everybody knows, Ethereum's fees are like, they're brutal.
I paid $40. I paid $40 to get into a coin the other day. I'm like, $40.
Oh, that's it. Like, I paid $40 just to transfer a coin to a wallet. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Like the fees, and it's unfortunate because I was pretty big on the Ethereum blockchain, but now I've just gotten to a point where I'm like, if I do my trades, they got to be on BSC, because a lot of the investors, I'm sure, in my group are just trying to learn crypto and maybe quit their jobs after making some money. And it would just be crazy for me to be like, hey, get into this Ethereum coin and, spend $100 on a gas fee.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing first is the gas fees are extremely low. The APR is way higher than most any other swap out there. I think currently all of their farms are still in the 100 to 300% APR if you're yield farming. The pool, the manual pool, I think is like 300%. And they just released the auto staking pool, but they're still working on the correct APR. It shows as 5,000%, but I'm sure that's not the correct APR. I will say, with just to give you an idea, with every $1,000 you have within their governance token, you're gonna get probably about, I would say, 20 to 25 cakes a day,
Okay.
and cakes are
So
like $2 a cake.
right. So for the tech rate audit, which coin is audited by tech rate? Both coins?
It's ShibCake right now,
So not Shiba swap.
not the
Shiba cake
swap.
swap.
The swap has not been audited as of yet.
Okay. 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 How much of the token are you holding? Are you holding 1%, 2%, and how much is the whole total dev team holding?
So for ShibCake, I own one, I would say like almost 2/10 of the supply. I don't own 1% of the supply because I didn't realize the value of this coin when, I mean, I knew it was a great coin when I got into it, but not to the point where I was like, let me, even if I wanted to buy in 1% of the supply, I mean, at that time it would have been like probably 4 or 5,000. Now you're talking about probably $35,000 for
Okay.
1% of the supply.
Right. Right. Right.
But I will say the my group, we probably cumulatively own probably about 1.5% of the supply.
Okay.
Now, the ShibCake swap token, I own over 15,000 cakes, which is, I think their current supply is like 420,000. But I saw that token. I likened it a lot to Pancake Swap. When Pancake Swap, it actually really is kind of like a Pancake Swap 2.0 swap is how ShibCake Swap was designed to be. So I bought their cake token very early. I tried to get as much of it as I could. And now I just have it in automatic restaking, and I earn about, I probably earn like 25 to 50 cakes an hour.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Is there anything left with ShibCake that we need to know that you haven't, like any secret
Um,
moves that you guys are, things, cards up your sleeve? What's going on here? Give me the secrets. Give me the
Two
hints.
major plays that we are actually looking to do is we're gonna do an NFT marketplace for the
Okay.
BSC chain, so
Cool.
people can get their ShibCake art on. And there's also, so there's gonna be many projects that they're gonna have added to the swap, but because the swap is so new, I mean the swap is less than 2 weeks old, so we're nurturing the liquidity within the swap. Once we can get the liquidity of the swap to be obviously greater, then we'll be able to release more projects. I believe Pancake Swap has like a lottery and a couple other things I cannot remember. But right now, so far, the utilities on the swap are you can yield farm a bunch of shib cake and cake pairs, and you can stake your cake in a manual pool, or you can stake it in an automated restaking pool.
Okay. Okay. So you got options here. This is great.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
utility to earn
yeah,
passive income.
gotcha. So yeah, take your cake, restake for more cake. That's what you were talking about, and the NFT marketplace coming out. So that's cool. All right, man. So look, if you watched this far in the video, we just want to thank you. Hey, you got to do your own research here. I'm not a financial advisor. He's not a financial advisor. We're just out here trying to find our next, big coin that we could make some really big money on. And the passive income route with ShibCake sounds appealing and enticing. So if it's something that it's up to your alley and stuff like that, check out the description. All the links are in the description down below. You got to do your own research here. We are not responsible for it. You're the hero, man. I'm just the guide. I'm just connecting the pieces here. So uh, holistic. I got one last question for you, man. Oh, and by the way, go to his channel. Link will be in the description. Holistic Crypto. Go subscribe. Support the bro
Thank you,
here.
appreciate that,
So,
Aaron.
yeah, holistic, bro. If I were to say one last question here, I think this is the one. Why should I invest in ShibCake when I see a whole bunch of other coins? Like the market is so hot right now, right? I got ADA popping off. I got Solana popping off. Bitcoin is doing its thing. Ethereum just went crazy today. So ShibCake on here seems very risky to me. compared to those coins. And this is just a objection that I think a lot of people would have. But if they've listened to, if you're watching this far in the video, you're probably more than likely going to buy in. I think I'm going to buy in. Shoot, why not? Um, but why do you why would we invest in ShibCake when we have all these other options? This is the last
Oh,
question.
okay, so this is why I think ShibCake is one of the top gems of 2021 going into 2022. The first thing is it already has went from 100,000 to $4 million in a month.
Right, but
It's
I missed that though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, well what I'm getting at is the market is saying that they want to invest in this.
okay,
They're
okay,
they're solving a business void. They've done something in the market that the market is saying, "Hey, we want to put millions of dollars into US compared to another coin." Now that's just ShibCake.
hmm,
ShibCake is just what gets you through the door, and ultimately, once you own it, you earn your passive income off of it anyway.
gotcha.
Now, the beautiful thing is you may own ShibCake today. It's like I think four zeros and four. Let's say you buy in today, you get a couple million, and it eats two zeros. I still wouldn't recommend you sell it because just the journey of eating the next two zeros, you will probably make your initial investment back times five
Right, right,
because
right,
the volume. If we hit $1 million in volume day, I mean, everyone who owns ShibCake is gonna just get paid out. Just it's gonna be a crazy amount of cake. And
yeah,
imagine a 2 million, a 3 million, a $5 million day. So just the rewards alone are why people should get in the door on ShibCake. Now, why should you make this your home and sleep in it? You have ShibCake Swap now.
hmm,
Now you have a native swap. Okay, so being an investor in ShibCake is gonna be for. I mean, the way I see it is, it's gonna be for people who I'm not gonna lie. I think some people they're high rollers. I mean, I do know people who own under 1 million ShibCake, but I would say if you're gonna own ShibCake, you want to go for at least a 2 million coin or more, which should be, I mean, I don't know, maybe $100 or $200. But all I'm getting at is owning those millions of coins. When the volume increases to $1 million a day, or 2 million, or 500,000, or whatever it increases to, you're just gaining free income.
got it.
Now, that's just ShibCake. With ShibCake Swap, now you have a governance token that you can, if you missed out on Pancake Swap. So, one big thing about my channel is I always hype up on these cakes because if you're not familiar with it, you can take cake. I'll use Pancake Swap as an example. You can go buy $1,000 worth of Pancake Swap, go to pancakeswap.finance and stake it on their platform and earn 80% plus APR on it
Right,
in real time every day. Actually, every second.
right,
So the way I look at ShibCake Swap is if you missed out on Pancake Swap and you're like, man, this coin is like $20 going back to $40, and you're like, I don't want to throw my money into that because I'm only going to get, if you put like 1,000 in that, you're going to get like maybe what 50 tokens, or if that, because it's like $22.
right.
ShibCake Swap is still $2.
Got it.
It literally went from 5 cents to $5.87 within the first week of launch.
Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome.
Now it went on a downtrend, so it downtrended to like 230. But this is why I'm not tripping about that, because if you're in the yield farming, if you're in the staking pool, as I tell all of the investors in my group, when the price goes down, you're earning more cake every time you earn interest.
Right, because they're selling anyway. The tax
Well,
on top of it.
it's like if you earn $100 a cake and the price of cake is $1, you get 100 cakes.
Yeah, yeah,
If the price drops to 50 cents and you still earn $100, you get 200 cakes.
yeah,
And then when the price boomerangs back to $1, you've actually made twice the amount of money, even in the downtrend.
yeah. That's awesome, and that's a reflection at work.
Well, the ShibCake is reflections, but it's really just math, because once the price goes down, you're earning more cake, because if you get 50 cents, it's more cake at that time because the price is lower.
Yeah,
And then when the price goes back up, you get less cake because the price is higher, therefore you get a smaller fraction of the cake.
gotcha. So what I'm
Yeah.
hearing is that if you guys like passive income and you like meme coins and you like putting your money to work, ShibCake just might be the token for you. Hey, Holistic, thanks so much for joining me, man. I really appreciate the insight and the interview. Guys, if you're watching still, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to do your own research. Check out the links in the description. And guys, don't overthink things, right? Just don't overthink it. We got to have a lizard brain, all right? If you overthink things, we start going crazy. Pick a project that you like, that you believe in, and invest. Lizard brain, gorilla arms, diamond hands, Cowboys ride together. Join the saloon. Hit the subscribe button for the channel. Check out Holistic on his stuff. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.